So at the time of this being recorded, the Carolina Hurricanes just beat the Vancouver Canucks 3-2. I mean, honestly, with all the JT Miller stuff, the jerseys on the ice, the frustration, the Bruce Boudreau rumors, the Pettersson rumors, everything going on, Bo Horvat trade rumors. It's definitely a disaster for the Vancouver Canucks right now. An absolute soap opera, days of our lives happening in Vancouver Canucks land right now. But Bruce Boudreau apparently is crazy on the hot seat right now. And again, the reason I'm mentioning when I'm recording this is because he could be sacked as early as today. Okay, the Canucks have a couple of days off here. He could be gone today or tomorrow as head coach of the Vancouver Canucks, which is crazy considering he took over less than a year ago and now he could almost be gone. It's just nuts. But listen to this from the 32 Thoughts podcast yesterday. And this is from Elliotte Friedman, so you know it's legit. He says, "I think we all have to admit that Vancouver has got to be looking for another coach. Doesn't mean they're going to do it, but they have to be looking at it. Boudreau has a reputation of somebody who makes players comfortable. If they make a change, wonder if they go the exact opposite way." And again, they joke later that it's John Tortorella, which, man, would that be crazy. That 1 year in Vancouver, want to talk about a soap opera? Go back to 2013-14 when Tortorella was the head coach of the Vancouver Canucks. And again, this was seconded by another person who listened to the 32 Thoughts pod yesterday. Elliotte Friedman on the 32 Thoughts podcast said he believes that the Canucks are looking for another coach. They may not get another coach, but they are actively looking, which is, again, mind-boggling considering how not long ago Bruce Boudreau was hired by the Vancouver Canucks to be their head coach, and now they're thinking of sacking him? I mean, from the temperature that I was gauging from Canucks fans, it seems like they're more upset with, there's two scapegoats it seems, and one of them, I shouldn't even call it scapegoat because it's absolutely on the ownership. The Aquilinis and the ownership there. I mean, fans have been calling for a rebuild for years in Van, and it hasn't happened, and they've always tried to patch it up instead of tearing it down and rebuilding, and it seems like fans are mad at the ownership and JT Miller, which is just crazy because I know the tone-deaf comments he made yesterday about the jersey being thrown on the ice and I don't care, people can spend the money whatever they want, I don't care, whatever. Like, there's a tone-deaf comments, but then he goes out and he scored 2 goals. He's the only guy who produced offense for the Vancouver Canucks yesterday. And look, I'm not a big JT Miller fan. I like Elias Pettersson. I think he's the one who will and should be leading the Vancouver Canucks. And I was hoping the Canucks would trade JT Miller, to be honest with you. But hey, I mean, you can't deny that the dude put the money where the mouth is right there last night. I mean, he went out and he scored 2 big goals, almost a hat trick to tie the game against the Carolina Hurricanes. It's just weird because he is one of the biggest scapegoats, yet he comes out and he scores a bunch of points. So, I mean, go figure on that one. That sounds like Vancouver. It's always topsy-turvy weird over there. Like, it's just always strange there where, like, John Tortorella, we just talked about him. He only lasted 1 season in Vancouver. If Bruce Boudreau lasts even less than that, man, that'd be crazy. I mean, it wouldn't be a gigantic surprise given the tension that there was in contract negotiations this past offseason between Boudreau and the Canucks, which to me, I don't really understand because last year when they hired him, they were on a playoff pace. They were playing great hockey under Bruce Boudreau. So now to fire him, I mean, again, who knows? When this video is up, maybe he's already been fired. But it's just crazy to me. Like, I don't see how this is the coach's fault. I really don't. And you can fire the coach, send a message. It'll probably improve the play and spark the play of the team. But it's not a long-term solution here. This is not what the Canucks need. They don't need another coach to come in and try to band-aid this thing. They need long-term solutions that's going to help them moving forward. And I don't think firing Boudreau is the play. I really think they should keep him. I think he's a really good coach. He's a player's coach. The fans really like him. I don't see that many fans turning on him. Like, yes, the team themselves are actively looking at other coaches, other options. I don't think the fans are buying it that it's Boudreau's fault that he's lost the room and that they're not listening to him anymore. I don't really think so. I think fans are mad at the ownership for the decisions they've made, and rightfully so, honestly. So to me, it's just really strange. And if a Bruce Boudreau firing does end up happening, I think it's going to be a head scratcher. And yes, we saw it coming, so it's going to be less of a surprise, less of a shock. Probably not a shock at all, honestly. But I think it's the wrong move, and it'll still be a head scratcher to me. Like, why did you go and do that? So, hey, Canucks fans, let me know what you think in the comments down below. You guys are generally pretty passionate, pretty into it, so let me know. Stir the pot a bit. What do you want to happen? Should Bruce Boudreau be fired? If not, what do you think should happen? Let me know comments down below as usual. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.